Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope all you are doing great today. Since it's we have completed 12 sessions, so it will be a podcast session where we use the TPI approach and interact with each other, where every one of you have to participate. Uh, I welcome you all once again to Competition Skills Development and Learning class. So what are we going to have today is podcast. So someone from the last session asked me about the full form of podcast. See, podcast is made up of two different words. POD is different and cast is used for broadcasting. Like we have broadcasting in radio. The only difference between the radio broadcasting and podcast is you can download the podcast session from the internet. Podcast refers to a file which is downloadable and is available on internet, and it comes in form of a series like we have the serials on the television. So after every certain amount of time there will be a podcast session which you can download from the internet, whereas in the radio broadcasting there is no such thing. But radio broadcasting is also a form of series, because on a particular radio channel there is a particular program which goes on every day or bi-weekly or weekly or monthly. So podcast and radio broadcast is almost the same, but radio broadcast is not available to download, whereas podcast is available to download. So the full form of podcast is portable on demand. POD is portable on demand. Then cast is for broadcast. So here are the rules for the podcast. Those who have earlier attended this session might know these rules already. Only one mic at a time. एक टाइम पे एक ही माइक चलेगा. Everyone should participate. हर एक को participate करना है. Raise your hand before unmuting your mic and saying something. कुछ भी बोलने से पहले अपना हाथ उठाइएगा और फिर जिसको unmute किया जाएगा वही बोलेगा. So coming to the first question of this podcast is we are going to have a mock interview as told you in the group earlier. The interview requirement is experience of 3 years. Okay, so एक ऐसा interview है जिसमें 3 साल के experience बंदे को लिया जाएगा. And you are applying as for the job of an artist in ABC Art Center. तो एक art center है जिसमें आपको as an artist job के लिए apply करना है. Roles and responsibilities देख लेते हैं. पहला है पेपर आर्ट, इंडियन फोक आर्ट, बॉटल आर्ट. एवरी मंथ, हर एक महीने में आपको पेपर आर्ट भी बनाना है, एक इंडियन फोक आर्ट भी बनाना है और बॉटल आर्ट भी बनाना है. और फिर हर 2 महीने में एक वैक्स स्कल्पचर बनाना है आपको. मोम की एक पुतला बनाना है वैक्स का. और यू हैव टू ट्रेन चिल्ड्रन इन पेपर एंड बॉटल आर्ट फ्रॉम एज ग्रुप ऑफ 6 to 16. तो 6 से 16 साल के बच्चों को आपको बॉटल आर्ट और पेपर आर्ट में ट्रेनिंग देनी है. And train people of age group from 17 to 37. 17 से 37 साल के लोगों को आपको पुतले बनाना सिखाना है, स्कल्पचर आर्ट एंड स्टैचू मेकिंग. तो पुतले बनाना, स्टैचू बनाना सिखाना है. So this is these are the roles and responsibilities. You are applying for a job as an artist in a art center. So who is willing to have a mock interview with me right now? Raise your hand. You can let me know in the chat. Who is the first one? Okay, Rakshanda has raised her hand. Very good. Is there anyone who wants to uh, be a part of this mock interview? See, every one of you have to go for an interview. So it's better you should have a small training here than you should have a training in the live interview. आप यहीं पर ट्रेनिंग ले लो इंटरव्यू की, वो बेटर है कि अगर आप किसी कंपनी में जाओ और फिर वहां पर आप ट्रेनिंग लो एक सही में एचआर के सामने. Okay, Rakshanda, let's start with you. I am unmuting you. So the scenario is, just give me 1 second. Okay, you are unmuted now. So Rakshanda, the scenario is very clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see, this is the whole scene. Uh, as we know that we are under a lockdown, so you don't have to come to my office, and you don't have to make a video call. Instead, it's kind of a telephonic round right now. तो हो क्या रहा है, मैं आपसे, मेरे पास आपका रिज्यूमे है. आई ऑलरेडी हैव योर रिज्यूमे एंड आई हैव गॉन थ्रू इट. So I
Okay,
as an HR have called you in order to know about yourself. Okay. So let's
okay,
start
sir.
with the interview. Hi, Rakshan. Hi, am I speaking to Miss Rakshanda?
Yes,
Okay, Rakshanda. My name is
uh,
Ahmed
um,
Sarfraz Khan, and I am the hiring manager of ABC Art Center. I have got your resume from our website where you have applied for an art teacher or as an artist. There was a job opening of an artist which you have applied on our website. Uh, so, are you free right now so that we can have a 10-minute phone discussion with you?
definitely.
Okay. So, I have already gone through your resume. It is very impressive. You have already worked in two different schools as a job as an art teacher. So, before we
Yes,
move
sir.
further, please let me know something about yourself in a very brief time.
Thank you, sir. I'm an artist with 3 years of experience working as an art and craft teacher at Shamrock Schools and AO Convent School. As in 2017, I worked in Shamrock, where I appointed as an art and craft teacher, where I got the chance to explore myself and improvise my art skills. And
Mhm.
then I had to leave it uh, for for my education issue actually. So then in 2018, I joined another school, your convent, and there also I appointed as an art and craft teacher, where I taught the age group of 6 to 12 years.
Okay, that's very good. We are actually looking for someone who can teach children from 16 years. So you told me that you were having an issue with your education in when you have to switch your job. So what was the issue?
So actually, I'm pursuing my graduation that time, so it's my final exams. So I had to take a break for preparing for my exams.
And you are a postgraduate now.
No, so I'm pursuing my post graduation.
Okay, that's very good. So I can see your marks in your 12th standard and in your graduation. There is not much of a difference. You have maintained a uh, very nice percentage of your skills right now, which I can see. Could you let me know more about the bottle art that you have mentioned in your resume?
Yes, sir. So actually, I did a diploma on a bottle art, and I also take workshop for it for the age group of 6 to 16 year, where we taught them about the dot mandalas, where we taught them the easiest way so that they can explore their art skills there.
Mhm. And what are all the Indian folk arts that you are aware of?
So, in the folk art of J&K is Basoli art. So we taught them about the Basoli art, that how it different from the miniature paintings, and because they are similar, the miniature and the Basolis are similar, but there are the minute difference about the facial expressions. So we taught them, and also we taught them the folk art of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, so that they can know that how our India is full of such beautiful and varieties of folk art.
That's very
So
kind
that
of
it's
you. And what about paper art? You have experience with that as well?
yes, I did. I did. It's a paper mache and the origami one.
Origami
So
as well.
that there are few people who can't do the artwork correctly, or because the painting work is not everyone's cup of tea, so we taught those children the paperwork so that they can feel that no, they are capable of something, doing something,
Okay. That's
and
very
they
good.
can
That's
develop their interest in art field.
okay. So see, I can see that you are right now uh, 24 years old. Is it
Yes,
possible for you to be comfortable while teaching an age group which is elder than you?
yes, sir.
So, do you have any
As
prior experience of teaching someone who is older than you?
yes, sir, I taught the age group of 27. I taught them one stroke painting.
Hmm.
So actually, in art, the age doesn't matter. You just had the heart to learn that thing. So It doesn't matter what age group I am teaching. It never matters to me, and it never matters to the person who is being learning that thing.
Okay. So how many of the age group which are elder than you have you taught? How many of them you taught?
I taught almost 12, I guess,
And
12
how
or
many of
13,
them are successful?
probably 10.
Probably 10. So what happened with the two, those who were not able to understand the art that you were teaching them?
One stroke is basically it's a bit confusing, so they are not copper with that. So
Okay.
I shifted those student to the bottle art so that they can do something different, that they can they can take interest, and as well they can improvise their art skills.
And were they good at bottle art now?
Yes, sir.
So you have something in your mind which tells you to go for an alternative, something is not working. That's very good. We're actually looking for people like that. Uh, I hope you will accept our offer. I'll let you know in the email. We are scheduling a final salary negotiation round with you. I thank you once again for your time. So
My pleasure, sir.
thank you. So guys, have you seen how these mock interviews are? I mean, how an interviewer asks you questions about the things that you tell him because he has your resume. See, I was never having Rakshanda's resume right now. मेरे पास इनका resume नहीं है. फिर भी मैंने improvise किया and she is also improvising. So that's a good thing. So she has in mind कि एक interview को कैसे चलाना है आगे. So is there anyone who is willing to give a mock interview like Rakshanda? Please raise your hand. We can have one more interview and then we can go for the task that I have for you guys today. Or if you want some other opening right now, you can let me know on the mic. कोई और है जो इंटरव्यू देना चाहेगा? Mariam, do you want to have a mock interview right now of Kashif or Faisal? Okay, Faisal has unmuted his mic. Faisal, do you want to have a mock interview of the same scenario?
Yeah. For the
Thank you.
same scenario, I'm not aware of the. For the same scenario, I don't know about the opening and
Okay,
the
no issues.
art.
Do you have
I'm not
something
in.
in your mind
I
that
have not
shall be the mock interview right now?
anything apart from this.
Okay, you shall
Any
let us know
technical.
about yourself right now. It's like I am the HR and I told you, please let me know something about yourself or give me a brief introduction about yourself. What will you say?
Okay. As I'm a
Before
network
you start,
engineer
just
having
remember that,
8 years
Faisal,
of.
before you
Yeah.
start, I'll just say that I am not having your resume right now, okay? So keep in
Okay.
mind that I am
Okay.
you just a random guy from a random company who got your
Mm,
resume from Naukri.com or Monster.com, and he called you for
okay.
an opening of a technical engineer, and who is saying
Mhm.
that okay, I have an opening of a technical engineer. You said yes, I am willing to apply for it, and then I asked you the question. Please tell me about yourself. Now start it.
Okay. Hi. It's Fazil Khan,
I
and I'm a network engineer having. Sorry.
please
Shall
go
I?
on.
Okay. Having an 8 years of experience in the network domain, I have started my career in 2011
Mhm.
as an operation and maintenance engineer in wireless technology, and having hands-on experience on WiMAX technology and other UBR links. Later, in 2014, I got an opportunity to join as an off-role employee in Tata Communication Transformation Services, where I have multiple vendors to coordinate on MPLS links and other wireless and wireline links. Later on 2007, April 2017, I got another opportunity to get in roles on Tata Communication Transformation Services and as a customer services and executive and taking care of all the TCL customers and its data warehouse. Sorry, it's a data center, taking the operations of the data centers of the Tata Communications.
Okay, so that's a very nice introduction from your side. So can we have a random question answer session with you according to the job that you are applying for?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so think about it. I am the HR and I am asking you, okay, Faisal, I have read your resume. No, I have your resume, and you have given me a brief introduction about yourself, and I am offering you a job of customer success representative or customer success manager, where you have to deal with the customers of a company, okay, and you have to assist them for their technical queries. Is that fine?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, so my first question is,
Uh,
how many customers can you deal with in a single day, in a single shift?
Actually, the shift is of the 8 hours, and it depends upon the customer queries. It will take a 15 minutes for a customer to get satisfied, and it will take an hour or a 2 hour to satisfy the customers and to have a plan with the customers.
So, what is the
What is
maximum
depend
number of
upon the
customers that
query
you
of the
have?
customers.
Okay, what is the maximum number of
I
customers
have
you have dealt with in a single shift?
in a single shift, I have deal with around 12 customers
Okay,
with proper satisfaction and resolving their queries related to their networks and their RF and the wireless links.
okay. So, what are all the channels that you use to interact with your customers?
There's a mail channel and mobile telephone conversations
Okay,
and it's a video conferencing.
okay. So video
These are the
conferencing.
three modes we are using currently.
Have you ever done this on chat?
Chat boxes, I have done with the uh, inmates and the other stakeholders, not directly with the customers in the chat boxes.
Okay, so internally you use chat,
Yeah, with the
and
colleagues and
okay,
other stakeholders of the networks and related issues, we are just in the chat and on uh, and parallelly in touch with the customer.
okay. So, do you also deal with tickets or emails? Like there is a CRM
Yeah, I have
customer.
also deals with the tickets.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yes, I have already deal with the.
okay. Thank you, Faisal. Thank you very much. That's a very nice Q&A session with you, according to the job that you have given me. I hope you all succeed in your life, and I hope every one of you is willing enough to be a part of this podcast in the next session as well, in the next upcoming sessions as well.
Uh,
See, I just give you one single advice to each and everyone who is listening to this podcast. जिन्होंने भी पार्टिसिपेट किया ना, मैं उनको सिर्फ एक ही एडवाइस करूंगा, और वो एडवाइस ये है कि आप अपने इंटरव्यूज की ट्रेनिंग इन्हीं में ले लो, बजाय इसके कि आप कहीं पर जॉब अप्लाई करो और फिर आप वो सारी टेक्निक्स अपने माइंड में चलाओ और इंटरव्यूअर के साथ इंटरव्यू फेस करो, तो वो आपके लिए वहां पर ट्रेनिंग हो जाएगा. इट्स बेटर यू शल ट्रेन योर सेल्फ हेयर एंड सबकॉन्शियसली और कॉन्शियसली गिव योर इंटरव्यू ओवर देयर. ओके, तो आप इतना ट्रेन हो जाओ कि आपको एचआर कुछ भी बोले, आपके पास माइंड में ऑलरेडी आंसर हो उस चीज का. So what I have observed is you guys are all confident enough to face such interviews, and whatsoever is problem, whatsoever the problem that you are facing, you can let me know anytime on either on the WhatsApp or on the channel or in the email. You have all three ways to reach me anytime. So let's continue with the next section of today's podcast. So let's come up with the open mic session of kitchen vocabulary. आज हम देखते हैं कि किचन में जो चीजें इस्तेमाल होती है उनके नाम किस किस को मालूम है और कितने कितने मालूम है. ओके, so it will be a very quick session. Let's start with it. I'll show you the pictures and you will let me know what is it. Okay, सबको क्लियर है? मैं आपको पिक्चर दिखाऊंगा और आपको मुझे नाम बताना है कि ये क्या है. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, let's move to the first. What is this? ऐसी चम्मच को क्या कहते हैं? Who will let me know? Raise your hand or let me know in the chat. In fact, raise your hand. Forget about chat. Raise your hand or simply unmute your mic and let me know. Kashif, you know what you call this spoon? ऐसी
स्पून है
चम्मच को क्या कहते हैं?
ये
We
सब
don't call it spoon. हम इसको चम्मच नहीं बोलते इंग्लिश में. Okay, this is called ladle. 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 So सी इसमें आपको स्कोर मिलेगा. जो भी ये बताएगा उसको 1 पॉइंट मिलेगा. एंड एट द एंड ऑफ द सेशन आई विल गिव समथिंग टू यू गाइस हु हैव स्कोर्ड द मैक्सिमम पॉइंट्स. ओके, तो पहला पॉइंट तो मेरे को ही मिला. लेडल मैंने बताया. सो कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट पिक्चर. व्हाट इज इट? इसको क्या बोलते हैं? एनीबॉडी नोस? ओके, मरियम प्लीज लेट मी नो.
Masher.
Exactly, this is a masher. But what kind of masher it is? There are three
Potato
types of
masher.
mashers. This is a potato masher. Okay, where Mariam has scored one. And okay, we have this. What is this? Anyone knows? This is spatula. Okay, and चिमटे को क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में? ये तो सबको मालूम होगा.
Forceps.
No, no.
Tongue.
Forceps is the one that you use to on your face or the one that you use in a chemistry lab. इनको क्या बोलते हैं जो किचन में यूज होता है?
Tongue.
Tongs. Tongs. It is a plural. It's not a singular. जैसे हमारी glasses हैं या फिर हमारे shoes हैं. Glasses हमेशा या spectacles क्योंकि उसमें pair होता है. So this is called tongs. Tong नहीं, tongs. Always tongs. ये आंसर किसने दिया था? Tong. I missed somehow.
I.
Okay, Rakshanda. Very good. So what is this? इससे चाय को वो करते हैं, छानते हैं. मरियम बताओ.
Strainer.
स्ट्रेनर, टी स्ट्रेनर. इसका एक और नाम होता है मगर वो बड़े को बोलते हैं. Sieve is a bigger strainer, whereas the one that we use to strain tea is called strainer. So Mariam has 2, Rakshanda has 1. What is this? जिसमें सब्जी को या फ्रूट्स को धोते हैं. ये भी स्ट्रेनर होता है. What is this?
Blender.
वो ये किसने बताया?
मैं रक्षंदा.
Okay, so we have a tie between Rakshanda and Mariam. This is called colander. And oh, इसका आंसर तो मैंने बता दिया. Squeezer. So lemon squeezer. ये जो भी तरह का होता है, this is called squeezer. So this one goes for me. And what are these gloves called? Kitchen gloves नहीं बोलना. Mariam?
Mitten.
No, mitten is different. Mitten is a different glove. This is called oven glove. Mitten are different. Mitten are the one that are hand woven. So these are oven gloves. What is this called? ये तो सबको पता होना चाहिए.
स्टैंड है
No, no, no. This is not a stand. Anyone else? See, this is a rack actually. The word that is used for this is rack. But what kind of rack it is? It's a cooling rack. Okay? क्योंकि इसका जो असली इस्तेमाल है वो है आप किसी पतीले को या किसी बर्तन को ठंडा होने के लिए इसके ऊपर रखते हो. So that's why it is called a cooling rack instead of a stand. वो हम इसका इस्तेमाल एज ए स्टैंड करते हैं, दैट्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग, बट इट्स अ कूलिंग रैक. व्हाट इज दिस? Who will let me know? Okay, Mariam.
Scraper.
Yes, that's called a scraper. So what is it used for? Actual use क्या है इसका किचन में? See, ये नहीं बोलना इससे हम अंडा पलटते हैं ऑमलेट बनाते टाइम. हाँ, yes, Mariam.
To scrape ice cream.
Yes, this is used for two major purposes. The one is it is used to scrape ice creams. जो किचन में तवे पर आइसक्रीम बनती है एक्चुअली में, उसको हटाने के लिए इस्तेमाल होता है, या फिर आपके तवे को कुछ चिपक जाए या आपके पैन को कुछ चिपक जाए उसको साफ करने के लिए इसका इस्तेमाल होता है. दिस इज स्क्रैपर. एंड व्हाट इज दिस? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ प्लेट इज दिस? Mariam has scored 3, Rakshanda has 2, I also have scored 2, and किचन वोकैबुलरी में सिर्फ लड़कियां आ गए हैं, लड़कों को कुछ नहीं पता.
Ceramic plate.
No. See, this is a plate which you put the cup on, जिस पर आप कप रखते हो.
नहीं.
Mariam,
Saucer.
saucer. So Mariam scored 4 now. This is called a saucer. जिस पे कप रखते हो. And why is it called saucer? Why not plate? See, saucer is something that flies, which you throw and that flies. And this is the only plate that can fly to that much amount of distance. Okay. ऐसा नहीं है, मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ. इसको फेंकने मत शुरू हो जाना किचन में. इसको सॉसर इसलिए कहा जाता है. ओके रक्षिंदा, व्हाई इज इट कॉल्ड सॉसर?
No, actually I had the doubt. The pyali is also called a saucer. No?
Yes, that's why it is called a saucer. See, प्याली और ऐसी प्लेट जिसके अंदर आप कोई चीज रखते हो या किसी चीज को डालते हो, that's called saucer. Even the bowls that we use in kitchen are sometimes called saucer because we put something inside it. ठीक है? So saucer is something which has space to occupy something. एक ऐसी चीज जिसके अंदर इतना स्पेस हो कि वो किसी चीज को ऑक्यूपाई कर ले, उसको हम सॉसर कहते हैं. तो जिस प्लेट पे कप रखा जाता है उसको भी सॉसर कहते हैं. जिसमें जो डोंगा होता है जिसमें आप सब्जी सर्व करते हो या दस्तरखान पे या डिनर टेबल पे, उसको भी सॉसर कहा जाता है. और प्याली को जिसमें चाय पीते हैं, जिसमें आप कुछ भी पियो उसमें या उसमें खाओ, दैट्स आल्सो कॉल्ड सॉसर. ओके ओके, सो लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट वन. सी, डोंट लेट मी नो व्हाट आर दीज एग्स कॉल्ड. मुझे अंडों का नहीं पूछना, मुझे इसका पूछना है. व्हाट इज दिस? ओनली मरियम नोस.
Beater.
Beater? No, this is not called a beater. Beater is something
Beater.
else. Beater is something else. Mariam? Mariam, you have any idea?
Whisk.
Mariam, whisk. Whisk is the right answer. Whisk किसने बोला? मरियम ने थोड़ी बोला whisk.
मैंने.
Okay,
कौन
so
है?
Mariam
Rakshanda.
so Mariam and Rakshanda are again on a tie. दोनों का स्कोर सेम है. और बाकी किसी को हमें किसी को कुछ नहीं आ रहा है. लास्ट, नमकदानी को इंग्लिश में क्या कहा जाता है? सिर्फ हैंड रेस कीजिएगा, बताइएगा नहीं. गूगल सर्च कर लो नमकदानी इंग्लिश में क्या कहा जाता है. And I hope some boy or some male can answer this thing. Faisal, you have any idea? Kashif, Faisal.
No, actually, I don't have.
Okay, no issues. Okay, Rakshanda knows. Who else knows what is it called?
Salt shaker.
Salt shaker, yes. Mariam, you have any answer to it?
No, sir, it was the same.
Same, okay. It's called a salt shaker. So हमारा किचन वोकैबुलरी आज इतना ही रखते हैं. हमारा पॉडकास्ट सेक्शन भी आज इतना ही हुआ. तो जैसे आज मरियम और ये मरियम, रक्षंदा, फैजल और काशिफ इन सब ने जिससे पार्टिसिपेट किया, I hope everyone shall participate in the same way from the next podcast session, which we'll have after 6 more sessions. So 18th session के बाद हमारा जो 18.1 session होगा, that will be the podcast session again. Apart from that, if you have any question, you can reach me. Those who have not given submitted the assignments, please submit the assignments. और उसके अलावा देखो ये एक ओपन माइक सेशन होता है. ओपन माइक इज वेयर यू आर फ्री टू स्पीक और से समथिंग. देयर इज नो बाउंड्री, देयर इज नो लिमिटेशन. सो पार्टिसिपेट एज मच एज यू कैन. इसमें शाइनेस नहीं होना चाहिए किसी को भी, बिकॉज नोबडी इज लुकिंग एट यू, नोबडी इज सीइंग योर पिक्चर, नोबडी इज सीइंग योर फेस, एंड एवरीवन इज हियर टू लर्न. मैं भी सीख रहा हूँ, आप सब सीख रहे हो, हम सब इकट्ठे मिलकर सीख रहे हैं. सो वी शुड स्पीक एज मच एज वी कैन. Apart from that, I thank you all once again to be a part of this podcast session today, and participating in all the events that we were having, all the sections that we were having. Mariam and Rakshanda are having a tie today. They both have answered correct and answered equal number of questions. So, what do you guys think that we shall decide who will be the winner, or how shall we decide who will be the winner? Rakshanda is saying hello. What happened? So, is there anyone who can give me a suggestion that how shall we decide a winner from these two girls? मेरे पास जो है वो ये है कि I can review their assignments and I can decide who is the winner, and then I can give them something. Rakshanda, you have any suggestion, or Mariam? Because you both have tied, you both have answered the same number of questions correctly.
I have a solution.
Tell me.
Just put a try-baker question in front of both of them. So who will give the answer will be the winner.
That's absolutely fine suggestion. We can try it next time. So I hope you all enjoyed today's session. Thank you very much once again to be a part of it. You have to say anything else? Okay, so we shall continue in the next session. Thank you guys. You have been very wonderful today, and participate as much as you can in these podcast sessions. Once again, thank you guys.